I'm Trevor Alonso, and I'm going to talk about the 92nd Academy Awards. I'll be honest, I didn't see most of these movies. Also, most of these movies that were nominated came out between October and December. Seems really unfair if a good movie came out earlier in the year. There were some crazy clothes during the ceremony. A guy wearing a dress. That's really odd. Spike Lee wearing a purple suit again. This time with Kobe Bryant's name and number on it to honor his passing. Natalie Portman wore a dress with names of female directors that were passed for Oscar nominations. Though you couldn't really see it, it was like a little bit of a tiny line. No women were nominated this year for a director. Also, just one black actor was nominated. Come on, Academy, we need more diversity. Also, one Hispanic was nominated as well. We too also need more representation. It's another Oscars without a host. It makes the whole thing run a little bit faster. Steve Martin and Chris Rock opened up the Academy Awards. They were funny as always. It was right after a musical performance of all the nominated movies. There was a surprise Oscar performance by Eminem, singing the song from 8 Mile. Apparently that was under wraps to nearly everybody, including Oscar staff, which I don't really get why. I don't think it was a giant surprise, but they felt like it needed to be a surprise. Tom Hanks announced the first motion picture museum will open on December 14th of this year. I would like to see that someday. James Corden and Rebel Wilson came out on stage in full cat costume to present the award for Best Visual Effects, which was supposed to be ironic since that movie had the worst visual effects of the year. The award for that went to 1917. For Best Makeup, Ray Romano, and I forgot the other woman that came out with him, but I do remember Ray Romano cuss, and they bleeped it out. I have a few ideas what he said, I'm not really sure. The award for Best Makeup went to Bombshell. This award used to be for makeup effects. I mean, the first movie that won this was American Werewolf in London. Now it's makeup for any movie. Every movie does have hair and makeup. I do get it's hard work. I just think they should make this 2 categories. I feel the harder work is for movies with makeup effects. So a movie like Bombshell that doesn't really have any special makeup effects, they just have like, okay, make sure they look good, or make sure they have this or that eyeliner. I just think it doesn't really need an Oscar for that category. This year they renamed Best Foreign Film to Best International Film. Parasite won. I haven't seen it yet. Gal Gadot, Sigourney Weaver, and Brie Larson, 3 great action actresses, came on stage together to present Best Original Score, which went to Joker. I did see Joker. The score is fantastic. Best Movie Song went to Love Me Again by Elton John for the movie Rocket Man. I haven't seen it yet. Last year, Bohemian Rhapsody won for So Much. This year, Rocket Man was snubbed for So Much. That's what happens when you come out earlier in the year. Again, Oscars, you need to pick more than just from October to December. It's a little sad. Best Director went to Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. His speech was heartwarming on this one. He thanked everyone, including Martin Scorsese. He mentioned that he studied Martin's movies. And he thanked Quentin Tarantino for showing his movies when almost no one else would. And he did mention that he thought everything was over after winning Best International Movie, so he thought, I'll drink for the rest of the night. Billie Eilish, who is going to be doing the next Bond theme, did a moving tribute of Yesterday for those that we lost in the past year. Though she does look really weird with green hair and really crazy long fingernails. Best Supporting Actor went to Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I haven't seen it yet, but the Oscars do love a good Hollywood story. Best Supporting Actress went to Laura Dern for Marriage Story. I also haven't seen it. Best Actor went to Joaquin Phoenix for The Joker. I have seen that, and it is great. I did figure he would get it because of all the buzz, and he's gotten every award so far. I do wonder how Jared Leto feels right now. The guy who played the Joker before him and the guy who played the Joker after him won Academy Awards for the role. Also in the same weekend, Birds of Prey came out. Part of the plot is how much he sucks. Kinda got a theory that he was hungover today. Joaquin Phoenix did give a very long speech that went all over the place. At one point he said that we are plundering the world for our resources. He went on to talk about stuff about cows. His speech went on for 4 minutes. Best Actress went to Renee Zellweger for Judy. Again, I haven't seen that. Her speech went on longer. Her speech was 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. She thanked everyone, and even thanked Judy Garland, and mentioned that Judy Garland never won an Oscar. The orchestra didn't play anyone off this year. Kinda wish they did on these two speeches. The Best Picture went to Parasite, the first non-English speaking film to win Best Picture. I am really surprised that a movie that won Best International Movie also won Best Picture. Usually it's either or. I'll give an example. The year Toy Story 3 was nominated for Best Animated and Best Picture, it won for Animated, and people thought, okay, it won't win Best Picture, and it didn't. After the cast and crew went up to do their speeches, not all of the cast had gone, the lights started to dim, and everybody started cheering for more. They wanted an encore speech. So everyone else did speeches, and it was great. They were actually pretty encouraging. Sorry, Renee Zellweger and Joaquin Phoenix, your speeches kind of dragged on. These didn't feel like they dragged on. I'm glad it didn't drag out longer. I have seen some years where it goes on really late. I have to admit the weird rap in the middle that was trying to catch everything up to speed was really unnecessary, especially if you're already there or already watching it. I thought 1917 was going to win Best Picture, but it didn't. I am really glad they won Best Cinematography, especially since it was a movie made to look like one long scene. I did enjoy watching the Oscars. What are your thoughts? Did you watch it at all? Did you watch all of it? Did you only catch part of it? Did you just watch the next day on YouTube? Do you think something else should have won when they lost, or vice versa? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching my video.